Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy VE day. Going for a little walk, aren't we, dear?
Little poodle.
Little poodle. He's fed up of being stuck in his car, in his house, or in his job. So we are going to go and collect some big branches from Thomas's back garden. They've got a little woodland area, so we can go in. The back gate's unlocked, and they've got a pile of branches. So we're going to go and grab a couple of branches from their back garden to make a scarecrow for the scarecrow competition. And you decided to become an alcoholic, haven't you, dear?
Yeah, I'm going to become an alcoholic.
I said he's picked to become an alcoholic at the wrong time because all the pubs are shut and most of the shops are shut. So yeah, he doesn't do things normally. He's decided to go and buy himself, what is it, cider?
Some cider.
You're starting off as your alcoholic journey quite lightly, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, mix with some vodka that's in the cupboard, maybe.
Vodka and cider, would that work?
Anything works, it's alcohol.
It's alcohol. Rightio. We'll show you when we find our sticks.
Don't run, I'm afraid there's squirrels everywhere.
Yeah. Squirrels love me for dinner with a bit of ketchup. Where is he? In there? Yeah, just on the other side. Going up the tree.
Yeah.
He's just peering out. Hi! He's got a nut in his mouth. Hello, squirrel. Hi. What do we think? This is a good one for a scarecrow?
Yeah.
There you go. And
Chop that in half.
it needs to be freestanding. So we have to make it stand. It can't go in the ground. It has to stand up somehow. And this one, we need something for the arms, don't we? I said that. Looks like one of the YMCA guys, doesn't it? That one's probably better for arms, isn't it? Because it's light. If I break off some of these branches. Oh my goodness. Give it another week. And nature certainly takes over here on the forest school site. I think I'm definitely going to have to come up at some point with the clippers. Otherwise, it's going to become so overgrown we can't do anything. And maybe the strimmers as well for the grass. How are things doing? Yeah, I definitely need to come and trim this and weed it. Otherwise it will start to affect the growth of the willow for the willow dome. Lots of larvae and beetles in there. It's becoming a proper little wildlife haven, even though that wasn't the intention of this. This was supposed to be a toilet. Well, obviously not this. The toilet was going to be installed. It wasn't just go and sit in a hole and have a poop. I've made myself boiled eggs on gluten-free toast with lashings of butter. Yummy.
Butter.
Brenton is doing science.
Magic.
Magic sciencey stuff.
Magic.
Look, my lovely sister Jackie bought me a freesia. She just dropped it off this morning. Isn't that kind of her? Because she knows I love freesias. They're beautiful. Right, so my lettuce is coming along very nicely. We can eat some of that. This needs to be potted up. It's in a tiny, tiny pot. That needs potting up. And I'm out of pots. So I've used old boxes that were in the loft that we've brought out. Now we've had a bit of a clear out. I've put holes in the bottom, and I'm going to put that cucumber in here with some compost. And I think some of these are going to have to go outside because I'm running out of trays to store them in at the bottom to stop them leaking everywhere. I think the birds have got so comfortable with us that one of them's literally just walked in through the front door. I've come in behind it not realising it's there, and it's gone, panicked, flown through the house, come into the conservatory, got a little bit loopy because of course it can see sun and light but can't get out. Had a complete panic despite the fact the doors are wide open, and perched itself up here having just a small hissy fit before it worked out how to fly out, and has flown away. It was waiting for me to fill up the bird feeder, but I was taking all these plants out that I've just potted up. I'm thinking of taking the lettuce leaves into the kitchen because then we will actually eat them. We've got some lovely thingies of lettuce leaves. I've just spilt tea all down my front. Delightful. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go and take those into the other room where we'll eat them. Well, we'll see them, otherwise I'll forget they're here. The birds are eating that much that I'm having to refill the bird feeder every single day. But I suppose they're all feeding themselves and feeding babies. Right, sticks for our scarecrow. Now, this is an old Christmas tree base that was on the Christmas tree we bought this year. So, we could cut this and whittle it down and wedge it in there. That would work, wouldn't it? That would definitely work. No. Experimental. Where did I put my whittling knife? Right, cut the top off there. can't find the whittling knife, so I'm going with a penknife. Getting there. I'm sorry, am I in your way? If I get caught up in your strop and one of you bites my foot, I will be most displeased. Just remember, I am not a tortoise. There we go. Yay! Hey, I said I don't want to get involved. It's a pretty good Scarecrow starting point, I think. I think that's a good start. Wibbly wobbly arms, because obviously I've not attached them.
We're in Oxfordshire, so I don't care.
So we'll do it the Oxfordshire way. I do it whatever I grab first.
I do it this way because then the jam is
The jam does
jam is
stay
more
better on the top.
The
Yeah.
jam is more slippery, so you don't want it as a base. It's like building foundations for things.
Is that what it is?
It's slicing.
Not the best strawberry jam because it's not
Runny.
an expensive strawberry jam like a tip tree or something, but it's
Not runny.
not it's strawberry jam. So
It's better than blackcurrant jam.
we did have blackcurrant yesterday. It wasn't quite the same, was it?
It's too bitter.
Kenzie just likes.
It's just too bitter. It's such a harsh tasting jam.
Welcome, what it is. Are you feeling most British on this Victory of Europe Day? Can you bring your chair in, please? Mm-hmm. They don't fight for your country for you to make a mess on my floor.
You didn't fight at all.
I said I didn't. The royal the older people of the world.
I think they fought so that we could have, houses that weren't rubble.
Yes. And so that you could eat nicely in my kitchen. Well, you're just having a nice munch on the cucumber. Yum, yum, yum.
Power of the sun.
Is that a lens?
Yes.
Brendan
I
is
just have a lens lying around.
using a lens to set fire to stuff in the garden, as you do. Randomly. Started to smell burning. I was like, what is that smell? What are you doing? Man, make fire. We are off to get Scarecrow innards and Scarecrow clothing
Delectable meat of the scarecrow.
to make our wurzel.
My phone down there.
Is your phone down here, love? I do not know.
It's a bozal gummage.
raspberry, please.
I'll work on it.
No sauce on his. Lovely, thank you. Yours is that one. Let's stuck together. You've got a bit of sauce now.
And now I don't. What's the hay they were doing the other day? Yeah. Bit tall.
Right, here. Sit there and stuff his legs, please.
Can I help, please?
You need like a nail shoved into there.
Bit
Or like
too
a
high.
chip of wood just shoved into that small
Huh?
gap.
Bit too high
There's a
for.
thing there.
No, it's fine. We
He's
need
very tall, don't you know?
Here we've gone before.
That's
I need
nice.
to stuff those, Brendan.
Yep, they need
Wait,
stuffing.
wait. They look perfect height.
Yep, perfect. Oh, but his fly's undone. Gonna lose his. Right. Well, then shove a bit more in. Give him a bum. He needs a bit of a bum.
Is that?
Right. Right, so now we have to tie that up. I'm going to go and get some, hold that for me while I go and get some string. Stringity string.
Maybe these are what the Scarecrow. These are for. No, actually for dogs, but for scarecrows.
Maybe.
That is odd. Odd looking.
Good looking.
They need a head.
We are going to need a head.
What?
Right, again. Sorry?
What Scarecrow making again?
Boris Johnson, apparently.
That Scarecrow.
Yeah, we'll just tilt it all back a bit when you padded him out and then it looks better. Finish padding his arms out and then we'll organise his arms. He has to have a bit sticking out, doesn't he? Straw sticking out of his arms though to be a proper scarecrow. We definitely need to work on the head situation. And it needs a bit of this on the top. Like that. On the top.
We should print out the picture and then with the picture we should print out we should glue.
I would class today as a good day. Definitely a good day. We've had scones and tea. We have made our scarecrow, as you saw. Our Boris scarecrow. That was Brendan's choice. So he will be going into the competition next Sunday. And potted some bits up in the garden, as you saw. Took a walk around the village. Definitely impressed with my village with their decorations and things they've done for VE Day. I've really not followed any of it on the TV because I'm not really a big sit and watch TV person. But I've certainly remembered the sacrifice that has been made by the past people, you know, those that have fought in all the wars. But, you know, my family and members of other families that sacrificed a lot for our lives. So it's an important time to remember and an important time to celebrate. So I think a lot of people here, actually, a lot of people in the world, but a lot of people at the moment today are relating to it a little bit more because of the situation we're in. I think it has a bit more meaning to them as well now, thinking about our own battle that we're fighting, and how we're all being kind of pulled apart by, well, an invisible killer. As a lot of them have decorated, as you saw, decorated the village, and a lot of them are in their front gardens, looking over fences, chatting to their neighbours, but being able to keep distant, which is really nice. Having their picnics or their pot of tea. Some have dressed up, I noticed, and just enjoying that bit of company, while remembering those that have come before them. So yeah, it's been lovely. It has been lovely. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm gonna get this edited, get this posted, and I will see you lovely lot tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.